Hey guys, Anthony here from XXX RC Garage. Got to show you something funny. See the Gen 8 with the old looking Scout body? Look at the tires on top of it. Looks like something's been sitting abandoned in a garage. And one day I was looking at it and there's actually a layer of dust on it because I try to play with a lot of my different, deal with a lot of my vehicles. And of course I've been stuck on the TRX6 for a while, and then I ran this TRX4 at the comp in Uwharrie, and of course this is more of my trail truck, and I really haven't run this SCX-10-2. One of my things has always been is there's no shelf queens here. Well, unfortunately there kind of is. Then of course here's the Sport that hasn't been run for a while, and it will be run again. And then this pitiful looking thing here is just a SCX-10 with some upgrades, but right now I just got to sit there with no tires or wheels because I was actually trying to sell it, and I wasn't gonna sell it with my tires and wheels on it, but for now I guess it can sit there. And of course the elements up there and the new to me, both of those two are new to me, the UMG 10. So, and of course this beast here, which I think my next outdoor video is going to be this versus that. What this is an SCX-10 6x6 that I built, like one of my very first built trucks, and I've had a few people wanting to buy it, and I won't sell it to them just because there's no pristine way I did it. Because when I put it together, I just put it together, and I used angle channel, and I didn't use chassis and things like that. Run just the way it is. It has not broken down but one time since I built it, and that's because I had a plastic servo horn that popped. That was it. That was completely it. That's the only thing ever broke on this thing. So but yeah, well, I'll be running that versus the TRX6 one day. Maybe I'll have my son, who's been wanting to drive that. I told him I won't let him have it to drive sometimes because sometimes he can get really rough on something. So this was basically my first, my first Gen 8. I got the blue one behind me, but this is the one that I started out with, and I did end up pulling the motor and the ESC off of this one because I wanted to run the axe system in the TRX6. So I went and took it off this one and put it in there, and I figured I'm gonna get another one, and then I ended up putting that one in the Unimog. Okay, so I got a Reedy 17 turn can here. I think this still works. I need to check it out and make sure, but let's pull the Gen 8 back in place here. And we're going to go ahead and plug in this motor. Because I remember one of these going bad on the trail, and I can't remember which one it was. So therefore, check it out and get a battery. Okay. All right, let's plug this in and power it up. This one sounds real good. Okay. Okay, so I know this motor has no issues, so that is what we're going to use. And put this baby back together again. And my motor cover. What did I do? What did I do with the pinion? Oh, here's the pinion. Okay. Alright, let's get the camera set up better than this. Now let me move this hot potato out of the way. That thing is still hot. And turn the radio off. This over here. You can get a good view of it. Alright, so what we're going to do is install this motor. Let me go ahead and unplug the wires for now. Make sure these wires are good, they look good. There's the pinion, put that right there. And so we're going to need some screws, the motor, and make sure I got some here handy. Okay, so now I got it back together, and move this battery out of my way, and put this back on. Okay, and just got to put some more double sticky tape on this. Battery will go there, and we will put the E to C, which I'm going to connect right now for the battery. We'll mount this right here, and we'll get all this stuff back, zip tied back in place. I'm going to unplug this for now. And run this through the battery tray where it's supposed to go. Out the other side. And we're going to do the twist and turn and get it underneath those little lips. Get them back underneath there. And put that there like this. And there's a piece of tape I had back here that I used. Go over top of the wire. Let's put it back in place. So now it's out of the way. And the wire's through. And just put some double sticky tape there, get that back in place, and get all this back zip tied. And that'll be it. And she'll be ready for the trails again. So this will be back on video soon. Okay guys, so I got the Gen 8 back together, and we'll be running this again soon, do some trailing with it. I know I had pretty good following with this, as well as I do with the TRX 6. So we'll be running these things together and just having fun with them. Okay guys, so I got the Gen 8 back together. And I know I had some guys out there who loved this thing and watched me and all that, and then I kind of veered off and started going back to the TRX 6. But this will be back on the trails again soon. And I think the mods I've done to this thing is about as more as I can do. I mean, I did do the relocation for the servo, steering links, servo arm, and of course the panhard, and I did a relocation on it as well. So that's all been done. That's on some other videos. I think that's pretty much all I can do to this at this point in time, other than drive it and have fun with it. So I had picked up this Milwaukee soldering gun that runs on these 12-volt batteries, and you can just turn it on here and you'll go up to 750 degrees. It comes with two ends. The other end's in there is a flat end. May end up going back to that, but I do like the pointy. I like the pointy ends. So I got my little third hand here, and need to trim back this wire a little bit. Go ahead and stand this up. So basically, this button here, turned it all the way up. And so right now I'm waiting for it to charge up and get hot. It's even got a little light to help you point at what you're desoldering. And you guys will get to see this on the very first time using it. Oh wow. Solder there. This thing's cool. And there's the spot that I need to put the wire on. Right there. Let me get my other light out here. Some light on it. And use this to keep the motor from turning. I have to say it is kind of bulky in holding a regular soldering wand, but it's not too horribly bad. And I guess if you were on the trail and you really needed to do this, you know, you would learn to adapt and, you know, to adapt and overcome the size of this thing. Kind of sloppy looking right now. Okay. Go ahead and turn this off. Let it cool down. So the cool thing is once it's hot and it's off, it's going to show red till that cools down. It's pretty cool. And this is made by Milwaukee, and it also has an adjustable head. You can make it straight, you can turn it 90. You can use it like this, I guess, if you really needed to solder. So pretty cool. I'll sit over here, let it cool down. Wow, nice. Nice and firm wires. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button down below, and remember, have fun with RCs.